Hi, I'm Amira, and I live with my single mom in LA. When I was born, Mom and the doctors were shocked to see my beautiful red hair. Mom picked me up and said,
"Thank you, God, for blessing me with such a beautiful daughter."
and I peed on her while she smiled. Growing up, I always stole the limelight wherever I went. Once, when I was 4, Mom took me to the zoo, but it had a long ticket line. We were standing at the back, and I was bored.
Mom, I want to see the gorilla. I want to ride it.
The people there heard me and laughed. Then all of them started adoring my beauty.
Aw, this baby looks so cute.
Come, cutie pie. I want to take you home.
And the people let us jump in the queue. I had a really good time in the zoo. Years passed, and by the time I was in high school, my hair grew up dense and longer till my waist. Boys would always roam around me. Life was perfect until one day when my doorbell rang and I opened it to see Mom standing with some girl of my age. She was Bella, daughter of Mom's distant relative. She lost her parents in an accident. I really felt sad for her.
Amira, Bella is gonna live with us now, so now you have a sister. Take care of her, okay?
Sure, Mom. Hey, Bella, welcome home. She didn't reply and just went inside. I knew she was having a tough time, so I let her take time. We did everything to comfort her, but she would hardly speak anything and be quiet all the time. Soon, Mom got her enrolled into my school. The first day when she entered the class, she tossed her bag aside in style, stood on the teacher's chair, and said loudly,
Hey guys, I'm Bella, your new classmate. Want to be my friend?
and I was shocked. Was she the same girl that I had been seeing at home? She met everyone and didn't talk to me even once. During recess, I was shocked to see her sitting with my biggest enemy, Ashley. I immediately went to her, held her by her arms, and pulled her to the corner. You act innocent at home, but you are not.
I was rehearsing for a sad girl's role. Fooled you, didn't I?
I'm gonna tell Mom everything. And don't stay with Ashley. She has always been mean to me.
But she isn't mean to me.
And saying that, she walked away. What the heck? We reached home after school. Suddenly, Bella stuck her shoe before me, and I tripped and fell down while she smiled. Enough is enough! How can anyone be such a jerk? Just then, Mom came running, and seeing Mom, Bella made a sad, innocent face.
Amira, what's this way of talking? It was an accident. It's not Bella's fault. Don't shout at her.
Mom, you don't know her. She is wicked. She's pretending to be nice. And then suddenly, Bella started crying.
If God didn't make me an orphan, I wouldn't have to face all this. Mom, Dad, where are you? Please come back.
And Mom cried too. She immediately hugged Bella and warned me to never shout at her again. After Mom left, Bella smirked at me, and I just ran to my room. Gosh, how can a girl be so evil? I knew I'd have to face her again, so I just braced up. I watched Hear My Story videos to cheer myself. You should subscribe too. A week later, our school announced the annual function to be held next month. I got really excited for the catwalk show, and I learned that the winner's name would be recommended to big modeling agencies. I immediately signed up my name on the notice board. Just then, Ashley and Bella came. Ashley pushed me and signed up too.
I don't think your red hair is going to work. You better watch out.
Sure. I can't wait to beat your butt.
You take care of your own butt first. I'm there to save Ashley's.
How dare this rat talk to me like that? I got so angry at her that I just pushed her to the wall and said, "You can't talk to me like that. You're fooling my mom. I'll disclose it to her soon." Just then, I saw the teacher coming and I left her and walked off. I began my preparations and focused on my catwalk. I'd wear high heels at home too and practice walking all day. A few days later, when I entered the school, I noticed Ashley and Bella hanging out with a boy.
Hey boy, you look very handsome. Want to be with me?
Oh yes, and on weekends, you can be with me too. Buy one, get one free.
What the hell? Just leave me alone!
When I went closer to them, Ashley and Bella ran away.
Thanks. You saved me. Those girls were so irritating.
Thank you. Turned out, he was Steve, the new student. He was handsome, and I already noticed how girls were going gaga over him, but he wouldn't even look at any of them. We instantly became friends. Steve and I started hanging out together, and within days, we got closer. I knew how jealous Ashley was because I'd often notice her stalking us. On Sunday, Steve visited my home, and Mom was really happy to meet him. He asked her if he could take me out, and she agreed. Just then, Bella entered and put on a fake innocent look and said to Mom,
Aunt, why am I not as lucky as Amira? I wish I also had a boyfriend who I could spend time with.
Oh, dear. Please stop crying. Steve is your friend, too. Amira, take Bella with you. Let her have a good time, too.
"But Mom, how can I take—"
Keep quiet, Amira.
And I knew I didn't have any other option. When we moved to Steve's car, Bella tried to sit at the front seat, but I pulled her out. "How dare you? Go sit at the back." And she sat at the back while Steve drove us. When I reached the location, it was some resort, and we decided to have a pool party. Later, I went to the changing room. While I was inside the changing room, Bella wore my dress. Just then, Steve came looking for me, and seeing Bella's back, he thought it was me and hugged her from behind. A minute later, when I came out, I was shocked to see Steve and Bella cuddling. "What the hell is happening here, Steve?" Steve looked equally shocked.
That's so silly of you. Can't you see? Steve loves me.
No, I don't. Amira, I thought it was you. I'm so sorry. Bella wore your dress and her hair was covered, so I thought...
And then I had a huge fight with Steve while Bella stood there smiling. Then she made a call to someone and said,
Hello, friend. Task finished successfully.
"Oh, that witch! It was her plan." I knew it was Ashley on the phone. I asked Steve to leave her at the resort and we left. I felt relieved and we played music in the car. It was so romantic. When I reached home, Mom came out and said,
I hope you guys had a good time. Where's Bella?
"Oh, Mom, I told her to come, but she..."
Aunt, I'm here. You know, I had such a great time there. Let's go in. I'll tell you what I did.
And I stood shocked. When did she come in? That cunning fox. The next day at school, I was playing football when suddenly the ball hit Ashley. I told her it was an accident, but she threw the ball at me. Just then, all the students teamed up into two groups, Team Ashley and Team Amira. And we all started hitting each other with balls. To my surprise, Bella joined Ashley's group, and she was the most enthusiastic one. Soon, someone complained to the principal, and we were punished. The principal made us hold our ears for an hour. My mood was really off that day. Then, during recess, suddenly someone closed my eyes.
Guess who it is?
As if this is the toughest question. Of course it's you, Steve. And then he gave me a rose. Rose? For what?
I don't need a reason to give my girlfriend a rose, do I?
That's so cliche, but cute. Then I asked him to come to the catwalk contest that was going to be held the next day. He wished me luck. The next morning, when I woke up, I ran to the bathroom to wash my hair. After all, my long hair was my biggest asset. I got dressed up like a princess and ran to the venue. When I reached there, I saw Bella was helping Ashley to fix her dress and hair. The contest started, and after Ashley was done with her ramp walk, my name was announced, and I gave my best performance. But then suddenly, I felt so itchy in my scalp. I couldn't stop myself from scratching it. I was shocked when I saw my hair falling off my head, and then in no time, I realized half my head was bald. Oh my God! I cried and screamed loudly while running down the stage. Who did it? I looked for Bella, but I couldn't find her. I ran home and saw Bella trying on my dresses in my room. I know! You had done something to my shampoo! You witch! You're trying to ruin my life? Then I ran to her and pushed her. Mom came running and I told her everything. Then suddenly Bella fell down and started crying.
Aunt, why does she hate me so much? I never did anything wrong, but she always tries to defame me.
I knew Mom would fall for it, but this time she did something unexpected. She called for the helper and asked him to get the CCTV footage. Bella looked shocked and she geared up her acting.
Okay, fine. If no one trusts me here, then it's better I leave.
Then she started packing her stuff in a hurry. But just when she was about to step out of the main door, Mom stopped her.
Wait, Bella. Let me get hold of the CCTV footage. Then you are free to leave.
A few minutes later, the helper played the CCTV footage, and we were all shocked to see Bella taking something inside my bathroom, and then a few minutes later coming out. OMG! This time she was speechless because she was caught, and Mom went bonkers on her.
How dare you do this to my daughter? I treated you like my own child, and you're trying to spoil Amira's life?
You did the same to my mom. You stole her love and got married. You're a bad woman, and I wanted to take revenge.
I was stunned to hear that. What was she talking about? It turned out that my mom and Bella's mom loved the same man, but my father was in love with my mom.
This isn't true, Bella. Your mom was my cousin. I was even ready to sacrifice my love for her. But Amira's dad was always in love with me.
Bella was speechless, and she left. We didn't bother to stop her either. Ideally, I should have been happy for getting rid of Bella, but I wasn't, and I didn't know why. Weeks passed, and I didn't know where Bella was. Then one day, Steve called me to meet him since he was going for a family trip. We met in a park, and he told me that he had seen Bella working as a maid in some building. I told him I didn't care. A week later, I was having tea with my mom, and suddenly we felt tremors. Oh God, that was an earthquake! We ran out of the building immediately. There was chaos everywhere. Suddenly, I remembered Bella. I ran to her building, but I was shocked to find it collapsed. I was shocked. Tears rolled down my cheeks as I tried to find Bella in the debris. Then suddenly, my eyes fell on a girl who was lying under a big pillar. I was shocked to find Bella. She was faint. I pulled her out and got her into the ambulance immediately. She was taken to the hospital and needed blood. Luckily, my blood group matched hers, and I donated my blood. Mom reached the hospital too. When Bella was conscious again, she said,
Amira? Aunt? What are you doing here?
She had tears in her eyes when she realized I saved her life.
I'm sorry, Amira. I'm sorry, Aunt. Please forgive me. I'm really ashamed of myself.
Then I held her hands and said, "That's okay. We both have forgiven you. If I was at your place, I also might have done the same thing." Mom caressed her too, and then a few days later, she was discharged and we took her home. Bella had completely changed and she was a part of our family. We threw her a big birthday party for her birthday. Our lives were happy once again. The only thing that bothered me was my hair. It would take weeks for them to regrow, but I started to wear wigs. Steve was back by then, and I told him the whole story, and he was happy to know about the new Bella. We all three started hanging out together and had a lot of fun. When we went to school, I saw Ashley trying to gesture something to Bella, but she didn't pay any heed and stuck her tongue out to tease her. Bella was always weird. Then I noticed banners of a campaign to help cancer patients on the notice board. I decided to donate my leftover hair. Yes, I donated my long, beautiful red hair and went completely bald. I didn't feel ashamed and stood proudly in front of the people with my head held high. 2 days later, suddenly my doorbell rang, and when I opened, paparazzi barged inside.
You've been chosen for the National Award. How are you feeling?
Amira, we heard you've been selected for the Miss World contest too. What would you like to say?
National Award? Miss World contest? I told them I didn't know anything. I asked Mom, but she also denied knowing. Then suddenly, Bella came out and said,
I did it. I sent your pictures for the Miss World contest and gave your name for the National Award Service too. You've made a big sacrifice. It isn't easy for any girl to sacrifice her hair. You deserve to be awarded.
Whoa, I didn't have words to thank Bella. I just hugged her. 2 days later, I was given the National Award for Service, and I was really glad. As I received my award, I could see my mom, Bella, and Steve cheering for me in the audience. No matter how crazy life gets, it does make sense in the end, but not everyone's lucky, just like my friend Emma, who did something strange on her wedding day. Want to know Emma's story? Come find out.
Nathan, where are you? It's our wedding day, remember? Yes, of course I'm here. Where are you? Babe, I love you. Why are you doing this to me? Again?
At the courthouse, Emma, beautifully dressed as a bride, is frustratingly trying to coerce her fiancé to show up and marry her.
What do you mean she's late? I thought that she was the ringer. I've got less than 20 minutes. I don't care how you do it, just find me a bride. And you've got less than 20 minutes.
Wait, it's Amber, isn't it? Nate? Nathan? Did you hang up on me?
Meanwhile, a panicked Eric is talking to his assistant and is still desperate to find himself a bride.
You have to understand that if this marriage doesn't happen, there is no business, there is no money. I've got less than 10 minutes now. Just find me a bride.
Heartbroken, and now fueled by a jealous spite, after realizing the depth of Nathan's betrayal, Emma approaches Eric Roberts.
I'll marry you. Will you marry me?
Look, miss, I appreciate the offer, but I've already got a bride. I just don't know where she is.
Yeah, are you sure about that, Romeo? Look, my fiance is clearly having an affair and afraid to commit, so it is over. And it's obvious that time isn't on your side either. Plus, what am I supposed to do with these flowers?
Okay, fine. Let's get married.
Eric Roberts has never believed in love, let alone marriage. However, being forced with the very real possibility that he is about to lose his business and personal fortune, he is between a rock and a hard place. So today, he has no choice but to finally get married. Today.
I call this court to order. We are gathered here today by witness of the state to marry you, Eric Roberts, and you.
Tell the judge your name.
Emma Miller.
After hearing her speak her name, Eric is taken aback. For the first time, he really looks at Emma, and her beauty mesmerizes him. Who is Emma Miller, and why is she getting married so hastily? To a total stranger at that. Has Emma fallen into a trap in desperation? To find out, listen to the audiobook, The Billionaire's Accidental Bride.
Destiny entangled Emma and Eric's lives together. But will they find their way through life's mess? Looks like Eric is slowly realizing his feelings for Emma. Will Emma get over Nathan, or will he come back in her life? Come find out. Download Pocket FM by clicking this button, or click the link in the description, or just simply search Pocket FM on the Play Store or App Store.